Hello everyone. In this video, I will be discussing a numerical on the concept of paging. And paging is a very important concept of memory management in operating system. And through this numerical or example, I hope you will better be able to understand the concept of paging and how each of these. So there are many things in paging, right? Like page number, frame number, page table, physical address space, virtual address space. These all things you will be able to understand with this example. So let's see what is the question here. So the question here is a computer system implements 8 kilobyte pages and a plus 32-bit physical address space. Each page table entry contains a valid bit, a dirty bit, 3 permission bits, and the translation. If the maximum size of the page table of a process is 24 megabytes, the length of virtual address supported by the system is dash bits. So you have to find this. How many bits does the virtual address space requires? So first let's try to break down this question because this question has so many details, right? So let's try to break down each of this. So if you see, first we see a computer system emulates 8 kilobyte pages. What do you mean by this? So 8 kilobyte pages means the size of the page or page size is equal to. So if you remember from the concept of paging, so I have already made a video on paging. I will attach the link in the description for that video. So if you remember, in paging, the process is divided into multiple pages, and also how many pages will be there, it depends on the page size. So page size here is given as 8 kilobyte. Now next is given the computer system has 32-bit physical address space. So what does this mean? So physical address space is given as 32-bit. So what does this mean? So this does not mean that the size of the physical address space. So basically physical address space is our RAM or main memory. So this does not mean that the size of physical address space is 32-bit. It's given that the computer system has 32-bit or it supports 32-bit physical address space. So don't confuse this with that size of the physical address space is 32-bit. So if it is explicitly provided that okay, physical address space size is 32-bit, then it's different. But it's given that system supports or implements 32-bit physical address space. This means that I will explain you this. So I've already discussed this 32-bit versus 64-bit system in a separate video. You can watch that also, but I'll explain this here. So if you see the RAM, let's say this is the RAM, right? Now this RAM will be divided into, let's say this is the byte addressable memory. So you can refer to every address with some byte. Every address is a byte here, let's say. So there are multiple addresses here, right? This RAM will be broken into multiple addresses and each address is a byte. Let's just, so basically this one is the zeroth byte. Now let's say this is the first byte. Similarly, let's say this one is the nth byte, let's say, right? So this will go on. So the RAM is divided into multiple bytes of memory, right? Now from this we know that physical address space 32-bit. So see this. So this this is also some address, right? So this is the address. So normally in kernel this will be hexadecimal, but here I am just taking decimals here just for example. So it will be very easy to understand. So this one is the 0th byte, right? This is the first byte. Now this so MMU, if you know, memory management unit, it finally translates the logical address into physical address and stores the physical address in a register, right? So these are the physical addresses, right? Because this is RAM. So these are the physical address 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 till nth byte, let's say, right? Now you need to also store this number somewhere, right? So in you have CPU and there is a register associated with MMU which stores this physical address. Now this value 0, 1 or n, whichever address it is, it should be stored in some register, right? And you need some bits to store this because this is a number, right? These addresses, these physical addresses. So all the physical address physical address are also a number. This is very important. So it's given 32-bit physical address space. That means, that simply means that you need 32 bits to represent all these addresses, physical address that you have in the system. That's what this 32-bit means here. 32-bit means here that you require at least 32, not at least, require 32 bits to uh, basically represent all these addresses here. So that's the concept here. Now how will you, so basically, to I told you 32-bit is required physical address, right? Now let's say if the system is 32-bit physical address space, then what will be the size of the RAM? You have to think, right? What is the size of the RAM? So basically, if you remember the binary basics, right? To represent 2 power n values, you require n bits, and converse is, using n bits you can represent 2 power 32 different values. That's what we know from binary number system, right? So here I am telling you that you have 32 bits to store the physical address space. So maximum 32 bit to store all the physical addresses that you have in the RAM. So basically, how many different values can physical address space take? It can take basic. So you have n bits, 32 bits, right? So using 32 bits, maximum number of values that the physical address space can take is 2 power 32 values. So basically, the address will start from 0. It will 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the last, instead of nth, when you have 32 bits, the last address will be 2 power 32 minus 1 byte. This will be the last address in your RAM when you have 32-bit system. So I hope you would have understood this concept. So that's what 32-bit means. Let me remove this. So basically, what does 32-bit? So basically physical address space is 32-bit. Then what will be the physical? So let me write this. So what will be the physical? Physical address size. Both are different. Size is here 2 power 32 bytes, because in 32-bit, so you have 32 bits to store all the physical addresses. So basically, you can store a maximum of 2 power 32 different bytes in these 32 bits, right? You can take simple example of, if you have 3 bits, right? If you have 3 bits, then how many numbers you can store in this using these 3 bits? Of course, the numbers are 2 power 3, that is from 0 to 7, right? These are the numbers you can store in 3 bits. Now if you have 32-bit storage for storing all these physical addresses, how many physical addresses you can have? It's of course from 0 to 2 power 32 minus 1, right? That's the concept here. In most questions it will be given 32 bits, so do not think that okay, this is the physical address space size, or let's say if it is given that okay, 32-bit virtual address space, so do not think that the the size of the virtual memory is 32-bit. It's just you have to think that the number of bits required to store all the physical addresses or virtual addresses is 32-bit. Now let's go ahead. Each page table entry contains a valid bit. So if you remember, we also have page table, right? Page for storing. So you have page table for storing the mapping between basically, let me just write it. So you have pages, right? And in paging, what happens? Every page number is mapped to some frame number. So that is stored in the page page table. And this is used by the memory management unit to finally calculate the physical address, right? So let's say this is the page number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? For each of these page number, a corresponding frame number will be stored in this. So let's say, I'm just giving an example. It's a frame number 1, 3, 4, 2, 6, 1. Let's say some example, not 1, maybe 7, let's say, right? But in some cases, what will happen? So this is, other than this frame number, some extra information also can be included with this page table. So here it's given the extra information is a valid bit. So you will have a valid bit here. So this is frame number then you have valid bit, this is of 1 bit, then you have a dirty bit. So in some cases, I mean in most cases, I mean normal operating system, the page table will also consist of many other bits other than the frame number bits. Now this is a dirty bit. Other than that, you have 3 permission bits. Let's take this. So basically here you have 3 permission bits. So these are permission bits. This is 1 bit, this is again 1 bit, this is 3 bit. And for frame number, we do not know till now how many bits are required. So basically from this information, at least you know what is the size of each entry in this page table. So size of page table entry equal to, so let me just remove this. So page equal to, so 1 is for valid bit, 1 is for dirty bit, 3 is for permission bits, plus, so this and the translation, this translation means the mapping, right? So the translation of page number to frame number, right? That's what translation means. So this is size of, or basically number of frame bits. So number of frame bits, or basically number of bits required for storing the frame number, right? This is the one we do not know till now, this because it's not given, right? Now it's given if the maximum size of the page table of a process is 24. So page table size is also given. This is given as 24 megabytes. So this is all the information that's given in the question, and you have to calculate the length of the virtual address supported by the system. Now one thing we will do initially is we'll convert all these numbers into bytes, so kilobyte, megabyte, or everything into bytes. So this is already in bytes, so no issues. And we'll also convert in the form of 2 power something. So 8 KB is basically 2 power 3 into 1 KB, if you see, is 2 power 10 bytes. So this all will not be given in the question, you remember this. So this will equal to 2 power 13 bytes. We have converted it in this into 2 power something, and then unit is bytes. This already is there in the bytes. The page table size is not there, so this is 24 into MB is 2 power 20. So this will be equal to this much bytes, right? So now the issue is that 24 is not a power of 2, right? 2 power 4 is 16, but 2 power 5 is 32. So this is not a power of 2, right? So if we will see if in the future if you need to convert, we will see, but now we cannot convert this, right? We can approx this, but we do not want to do this now. In the, let's say in the answer, if we need to find it as a answer, I mean as a power of 2, then we will approx it, but not now. We will keep it as same. Now see, you have got all the information. Now you have to see what the question wants. I mean what you have to give the solution for. So you have to find the length of the virtual address supported by the system. So basically you have to give how many bits are required to store all the virtual address spaces in the system. That's the question. Now when you think about, see, there are some formulas, but you do not need to remember those formulas. So basically how will you relate? See, I mean you have to think how virtual address space is related to page number and page size, how those are related. You have to think about that. You have to find some relation between this. So from, I mean I know that, of course you should also know that the only relation that see, our intention is to find the number of bits required, but we already know that if we can find the physical, so basically if you can find the total size of the virtual address space, we can get the number of bits, right? Because if you see here, physical address size is 2 power 32 bytes. How many bits are required? 32 bits, right? Similarly, if you can find the virtual address space in terms of 2 power something, we know that, let's say if the answer, if you find that the total virtual address space size is 2 power x, right? Let's say 2 power x, sorry, 2 power, not something. So 2 power x, we know that x bits is required. I mean, so basically x bits are required to address, I mean all the virtual addresses, right, are required, right? We know that from this, right? So we will try to find first the what is the the virtual address size of a process. If you can find that, then we can easily find how many bits are required for that. And we know that there is one relation between, so basically if you remember, sorry, number of pages, this is a relation, number of pages for a process is equal to virtual memory size by page size. Page size, this we know, right? Because this is very easy, right? Because when you have number of, this is process divided by number of pages, so number of pages will always be equal to total size of this divided by what is the size of each pages, right? This is a very general formula and you don't have to remember this, this should be in your mind always, right? Now from this, what we have till now, we already have page size is all, we already know the page size, it's 8 KB, it's given. But do we know the number of pages? We do not know. Do we know the, so this is, so we need to know the number of pages, because this we have to find, this we already know. So our main aim should be able to find the number of pages. Let's see how we can find number of pages. So the only information here given is that you know that what is the physical address size, you also know the page size. So at least from this you should understand that. So see, our main aim is to see how we, and okay, let me write one more formula. See, number of pages we have to find, right? So another way of finding number of pages is, I will tell you, number of pages basically also equal to number of entries in page table, because here page table data is given, right? So you should try to find relation between number of pages and number of, I mean page table, right? Because if you see here, size of, sorry, page table size is given, right? So there should be, you should try to find a relation here between this. So number of pages equal to number of entries in page table, this is the relation. So if you can find the number of entries in the page table, because there is some data given about the page table, right? So if you can find this, you will be able to find the number of pages. Now see this, now to find the number of entries in the page table, so okay, let's see this, another, let's have another form, because page size is given, right? So what is page size? Now page size is equal to number of entries in the page table into size of each entry. So you are seeing now, right, how we are trying to relate to the information in the question, because size of each entry is also kind of given, but something is missing. We need to find the number of entries. Page size is also given, and for this some context is given, that okay, if you see the context, it's given size of the page table entries 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus this thing. If you can find this thing, number of frame bits, we can find the size of page table entry. So let's try to find out this, because if you can find out this, we at least know size of this, we can find the number of entries, right? So let's try to find out this thing now. Our aim should be to find out, then we can substitute, keep on moving up, right? For finding this number of frame bits, what I will do is, see, first our first aim should be to find the how many number of frames we have. So let's try to find out that number of frames. This is similar to the formula here for number of pages. So frame is for process, frames is for main memory. This will equal to physical memory size by page frame size. But we should know that the frame size is always equal to page size in operating system. Both are equal. Therefore, this will be equal to, what is our physical memory size? 2 power 32. What is the frame size? That is equal to page size. That is page size 8 KB, 2 power 13 bytes. So this gives us number of frames equal to 2 power 19. This is our number of frames. Now from this, how we can find how many bits are required to store each frame? So again, go to the basics of binary. For 2 power n, I mean, if you have 2 power n different values, you require n bits to store them. Here you have 2 power 19 different frame values, right? So frame number will start from 0. The last value will be 2 power 19 minus 1. Total number of values is 2 power 19 here. Now to represent these total 2 power 19 values, how many bits you require? 2 power 19 values, you required 19 bits, right? But now we got that how many bits are required to store the frame number. Maximum number of bits are required to store the frame number. So if you can substitute here 19, So let's do one thing. Let's substitute this as 19 here. Now how many sizes of page table entries? 19, 22, 24. And this is bits. Units are also very important. There's difference between bytes and bits. So this is 24 bits. This is the size of each page table entry. Okay, we got this. Now we know the size of the page table entry here, right? So basically we can substitute here. Page size is how much? Sorry, I have to keep on going up. Page size is 24 into 2 power 20. So let's substitute that. 24 into 2 power 20 bytes. This is our page size. And the virtual we were at where here number of entries we have to find, right? Let it be number of entries. Let it write something like this, number of entries into size of each entry. We already know that size of each entry is 19 bits. Sorry, it's not 19 bits. Okay, it's 19 only, right? 1932. Yes, it's 19 bits. Just 1 minute. No, sorry, I forgot. It's not 19, it's 24, right? Because this is 19, we added it here, right? So total size of the page table entry is 24 bits, right? I forgot this. So this is 24 bits. Now the issue here is that this is in bytes and this is in bits, right? Both are different. You have to convert all into one unit, right? So what we will do is we will convert this 24 bits, see 1 byte equal to 8 bits. So basically 24 bits will be equal to this you can basically remove and write it as 3 bytes. Correct? Now this the number of entries will be, you can remove from here, keep it here. It will be basically it was 3. Now this will be 8, and number of entries basically will be equal to 2 power 23, right? Because this is 2 power 3, 8 is 2 power 3 into 2 power 20. So basically number of entries of bytes and bytes will get cancelled, right? Because this is 3 bytes also. So it's basically number of entries you get is 2 power 23. This you got, and we already know that from above that number of entries will be equal to number of pages. So number of entries in the page table should be equal to number of pages, right? Because for each page you will have an entry in the page table. The kernel keeps an entry. Even if let's say the page is not used, let's say there is no data in the page, then also the kernel will allocate some memory for that, even though there will be no values in the frame number or other valid invalid bits or other bits we are using, but the kernel will allocate a page table entry for that. So we know the number of pages here, right? Now let's go again up. Now we have got this also. We know page size also. Now we have to find the virtual memory size. Now how we can find that? So basically virtual memory size will be equal to, if you multiply these two, number of pages and page size, you will get, right? Let's write the formula again. So number of pages equal to virtual address size by page size. Our number of pages is 2 power 23. We got from here, that is what number of entries in the page table. Virtual, let's say this is x, that we have to find this one. Now page size is how much? We already know page size is already given at the top, right? If you remember, it was 2 power 13 bytes. Just substitute it here, 2 power 13. So x we get is 2 power, if you multiply 2 power 23 into 2 power 13, this will be bytes. This will equal to 2 power 36 bytes. Now this is the answer we got for. So this is the basically the virtual address space size, right? This is the size. So this basically what we got is virtual address memory size. Basically that's what we got. This is equal to 2 power 36 bytes. But what they are asking in question is how many bits you need to how many bits the system requires to store this virtual address, virtual addresses, how many bits are required. So we already know, right? For 2 power and different values, we know that okay, n bits are required. So similarly for 2 power 36 different bytes, how many bits are required? 36 bits, right? So this is our answer, 36 bits. And I hope you would have understood, right, how I mean, see, you have to see the question and try to understand what they are asking and what information they have given. Then you have to relate to the concepts of paging. So initially I wanted to find the length of the virtual address space, but I know that if I get the virtual address size or virtual address memory size, I can get the number of bits required, right, easily. So my main intention initially was to calculate the virtual memory size, and I know only one relation between. So here it is given pages and page table, everything is given. So I know that okay, number of pages equal to virtual memory size by page. This I know. Now from here at least I got to this point that okay, page size is given, this I need to find, but number of pages I do not know. But here page table size is given, and each, I mean, the space required for each page table entry is also almost given. There is one thing missing, but it's almost given. So my main intention was to find number of pages, and I now relate this number of pages to how to the page table. We know that number of pages equal to number of entries in the page table. Now page size, basically I am now going to the page table, and the size, page size, I'm total, basically this is page table size. Sorry, I forgot, this is not page size, this is page table size. Sorry for miscommunication. This is size of the page table. Now size of the page table equal to number of entries in that page table multiplied by size of each entry in the page table, right? And this, for this size, for finding size of each entry, so we already know that what is the page table size, this is given. Now we have to somehow find these two. So this is entirely not given, but size of each entry is given. It was given something, right? 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus x was given. If we can find x, we can find size of this page table entry. And this x was basically, we have to find how many bits are required for storing the frame numbers. Now I also know that frame is related to which one? Physical address space. So the only relation between number of frames, and see, this relation is there between frames and physical address space, right? That's what relation I wrote, similarly to the number of pages relation. Now from this again, I know number of frames, right? Because I know the physical address space, I know the frame size which is equal to page size. From this I know number of frames. So once I know number of frames, I also can know how many bits are required to store this much page numbers. Once I know this, I can substitute that in size of the page table. Now I got this, I can keep on substituting and find the answer, right? So you have to think this way to solve these type of problems. So that's all for this video, and I hope you would understood the concept well from this. And if you have any doubts, do comment. Thank you.